Hello everyone, welcome back to Trains Are Great. Today we're reviewing a pretty interesting locomotive from Lifelike. So I bought today's locomotive from a train show and it cost me $65. I don't know whether I paid 60 or 65, but price tag is 65, so I'll stick with 65. So anyway, it's a powered locomotive, precision metal wheels, works with all end scale sets, authentically detailed, and it's made by Lifelike trains, as you can see there. And this end is blank, the back of the box, so bring that closer. So look to Lifelike and Walters for all of your HO train needs. Well, nowadays it would be Walters because Lifelike have closed down, I believe. But anyway, there's the info on the back of the box. You can pause and read that if you like. And I am going to read to you the info on this end. So N scale 060 loco. The part number or the model numbers 433-7781 at&sf. Let's see. And at&sf is Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe. Anyway, without further ado, let's open up this box. So let's get the box open, and to start with, let's just open the end, and one piece of cardboard, two pieces of cardboard. Here's another one. Basically, they go on the sides of the carton, one here, on the sides of the plastic box, and inside the cardboard one. Pretty unusual packaging, and can go there. And here is the locomotive, and we can take this off the top, and here's the loco. What do you think of that? It looks good in my opinion, especially for N scale. Look at that. Here's the loco. It's got some weight to it. All of N scale is light. This is pretty light, but it's got some weight to it. It's got a die-cast chassis, and can get this closed. And now that we've unboxed the thing, I'm going to put it onto the white background and look at some of the detail, or look at the detail. So let's start looking at the detail with, I think, the decoration, which is not much. It's just a little bit, just the at&sf lettering, and on the other side it's pretty much the same, and that's about it for the decoration. Anyway, there are no separately fitted parts. Everything is molded. So the steps are molded, but they look separately fitted even though they are molded, which is nice. There are handrails on the side of the door, which are also molded. The door itself, it's molded into the frame. And there's no cab detail. There's a motor in the cab. There are domes and chimneys, like actually the lamp at the front. That looks very overscale to me, but it doesn't look too bad. And here we got the chimney, which actually looks pretty good. And the bell, that should be gold, but in my opinion the loco looks pretty good. And then we've got like 3 domes here. One of them has rivets on it, and this thing, which I don't know what it is, but actually looks really fine. And then, by the way, this is N scale, so really small. We've got the Westinghouse pump, which it should have been separately fitted, but it's molded. It looks pretty good for a molded piece. I'm not gonna complain. And we got pipe work here, handrails. I think these are handrails as well. Handrail on the top, and pipes over here as well. And then we've got the valve gear, which is probably my favorite part of the detail, or one of my favorite parts. So this is like a Hornby 040 on this area here. We've got this rod which goes down, and the other rod, and we've got the wheels, got the 3 wheels, and it has a metal chassis. By the way, I don't know about this, or yeah, each wheel is driven. You have a look, each wheel is driven, and I have a feeling the motor inside is an open frame. And the front, so at the front we've got some rivets and 2 steps there. Here's the coupling, which is the Arnold International coupler, the International coupler. Here's the lamp from the front, and here's the smoke box door. And then at the back we have the lamp up top, and we have this thing here which drops off, and we've got the 2 stairs, and we've got the handrail and rivets around here. Rivets on the steps as well. Anyway, that's about it for the detail. Oh, I almost forgot about the cab top, but that's got rivets and an air vent, I think that is. Anyway, that's about it for the detail. And now it's time to have a look at the performance. So it's time to get this loco down onto the track, like so. And now that we are down onto the track, it's time to test out the crawl. By the way, I'm using one of those cheap Hornby train set controllers, if you are interested. Actually, for what this is, the crawl is actually really good. Needs a push. I didn't expect a crawl like this, but it's cutting out. But despite the cutting out, the crawl is really good for its size. Anyway, I edited out the bit because it cut out and I don't want to waste your time. Anyway, here's the loco running. And so, cut out, again I had to edit it. it needs running in, so it definitely needs running in. So I'm going to let it run in, and then I'm going to come back and have a look at the crawl. So it's been running, I'm back, and let's have a look at the crawl now. Look at that. This time it's consistent. That's actually really good. Oh, it stalled again. Still stalling. So it's shorted, which isn't good. I'm gonna have to fix it, to fix the short. So I fixed the short, and let's test it again. Fly. So I managed to get the fly out of the room, and we can continue with our testing. And that wasn't a short, it was just a cutout. It shorted again. Oh, it didn't. I just put the throttle too low. I thought it shorted. It stopped. I think that's about it for the crawl testing. Honestly, not very good. It does a good crawl, but the pickups can't sustain it. And I have a feeling it's only 4-wheel pickup. They could have made it 6. And I'm right. Only 4 wheels picking up, which is nowhere near the best. So now that we're done testing all of the pickups and crawl and stuff, it's time to see how it runs at the higher speeds. So this is 50% so far. Honestly, not that bad. So, not bad at 50%. I'll actually find the way it runs nice at 50%. No stopping or any of that. But will it short? That's the question. So far, no shorts. And so far we're running well. So we're back out of the tunnel. I edited that because why would I make the video longer for no reason? And it seems to work. And I think, in my opinion, this loco, I'm gonna break it down into sections this time. The detail, I would give it something like a 3 out of 5. I would give the detail a 3 out of 5. The performance, definitely a 2.5. Because the performance, if it ran well, then it would be rated higher. Anyway, it runs well at the higher speeds, but at the lower speeds, not good. It doesn't perform well, so I'll give the performance a 2.5 star. Because the higher speeds, it's a good performance, but at the lows, it isn't. So, in the middle. And I would give I haven't looked at the mechanism, so I can't rate that. But the value, I'll give the value, let me think. So I saw one for like 40 US dollars, which I think it's about 70 Australian dollars, something like that. There was another one for 30 US. This is at the time of filming. And I picked this up for $65 Australian. So the value, I'm going to give it a 4 star. So they're about that on the used market. So the value is a 4 star from me. And that's about it for the ratings. And let me give it an overall rating. I think an overall rating for this locomotive, I'm gonna try and combine them. So that was a rating of each of the things, but I'm gonna try and give this an overall rating. So an overall rating would be like, I think 3.7 stars out of 5. So quite a bit over half. Anyway, that's about it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to Trains Are Great if you like trains, and like the video, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.